everybody, it's me, Jill, and welcome to Jill Informed. Today we're going to be recapping The Real Housewives of New Jersey, Season 8, Episode 1. Okay, let me start off by saying, how many of you even watch New Jersey? Because I'm not 100% sure I can hang with these ladies for an entire season. The reason I am even doing a recap this time is because I only watch 4 franchises of the Housewives: New York, Orange County, New Jersey, and Beverly Hills. So I kind of feel like I should do New Jersey because the only other one coming up that I would do is Beverly Hills. And that doesn't usually start until is it November, like the end of November? So I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have any interest in this at all. If I don't hear from people, I'm going to see how it goes. I was tentative about Orange County, and now I'm really kind of into that one, so we'll see. So let's get into the episode. It starts off, unfortunately, with the very sad news that Teresa and Joe Gorga's mother has passed away. And there's a voiceover of Gia performing the eulogy. That kid is just wise beyond her years. She has had to endure so much, this crazy stuff going on with her parents, and for her to be poised enough to do the eulogy at her grandmother's funeral, I give her a lot of credit. I really do. And by the way, I'm really reluctant to give Teresa or Joe Giudice credit for raising her that way. I think Melania is more of a direct influence of being raised by Teresa and Joe than Gia is. Gia may just be some kind of a fluke because she's a very well-spoken young lady. Anyway, we have Teresa talking to the confession cam about how Joe's been gone for over a year, and he's got 3 more years to go. But he's losing a lot of weight. Okay, way to put a positive spin on a 4-year prison sentence. We have the at-home scenes with all of the ladies. Dolores's ex-husband Frank is moving back into the house, which, why not? He was practically living there anyway. Siggy and her husband, Siggy, I loved Siggy last season. I thought she was the voice of reason. I thought she was the nice one. She's gone insane. Now we're seeing her husband, Michael Campanella. He was barely in it last season. Now we're seeing him. Oh, I don't know. She had dinner ready and she's like, "You sit here, my king." Siggy, what are you doing? And what are you doing to the feminist movement, more importantly? You are setting it back 30 years. Oh, Siggy's doing a book signing because she's written a book, and then she suggests this Boca trip. I know, all the ladies should go to Boca. Okay. And it's over Melissa's birthday. Oh, also at that book signing, we get introduced to the new housewife, Margaret. And she's interesting. She has her own business. I think I might like her. Now, when I just saw her, I thought, whoa, bleach blonde, these stringy little pigtails, very uniquely dressed, which is cool. I like that, but I just wasn't sure how to take her. So then we go to Boca, and Siggy was so obnoxious. First of all, this was hilarious. She wouldn't let the ladies come and stay at her home in Boca. They all stayed in a hotel. Now, she says it's because, I didn't want to have to clean up and everything, but okay. It just seemed a little suspicious. So they're all in a hotel. Then they go to Siggy's favorite restaurant in Boca, New York Prime. Siggy walks in and starts shrieking, "Hello! Hi! Oh my God! Oh, I haven't seen you in so long!" Okay, when you embarrass Teresa in a restaurant, you know it's bad. Let's not forget, Teresa flips tables in restaurants. Dial it down, Siggy. The next morning, Danielle shows up. The way it was filmed, it was like she just showed up and nobody knew. But she was invited. She's on her best behavior right now. Right now. And I must say, she's part of the reason why I wanted to at least check in with New Jersey this season, because I heard she was coming back. And you can say a lot about Danielle Staub, but she makes good TV. And I love a lady who makes good TV. So she brings up Kim D. And she's like, did you hear about Kim D? And I thought she was going to say what Melissa had talked about earlier, which is that Melissa's business partner, they had a falling out and Melissa bought the entire business herself. But during the night, this business partner cleaned out the entire store, according to Melissa, and she brought it all to Kim D's store, Posh, to sell there. So that's what I thought Danielle was going to say, but no. Oh no. It was that Kim D's car was found burned to a crisp with 2 bodies inside. Shot execution style. Okay. This is what New Jersey brings to the table, people. This is the difference between Beverly Hills and New Jersey. Wow. That's all I have to say. These women scare me. And as long as I'm on this side of the television screen, I'm all right. Then they're all talking about, oh yeah, Kim D and what scum she is. Except Siggy. Siggy is friends with Kim D. Of course you are, Siggy. Because apparently you've gone crazy. Then it's Melissa's birthday party. Margaret comes along with the ladies, and she doesn't have the pigtails in. So that was the first good sign with Margaret. The second good sign was that Margaret is clearly more evolved than the other women. And with Siggy turning on me for some reason this season, Margaret could possibly be my favorite. At one point during this dinner, and granted there's been a lot of drinking going on, but at one point, Siggy says, without any irony in her voice whatsoever, I think I'm the most talented person on the face of the earth. Yeah. I'm all for a healthy self-esteem. I think more women need to be their own champion. But to say that you think you are the most talented person on the face of the earth? Siggy, what? Wow. And then she takes her glass of red wine and just pours it on the table. Margaret, who is across the table and wearing white from head to toe, says under her breath, like to Danielle, if that would have gotten on me, I would have had a meltdown. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. This is the other thing Siggy did that is really bothering me. They were talking about their husbands, and Margaret said something about her husband, and she's so busy with her business, and it takes her all over the place. I guess it's a clothing business. I think she said that her aesthetic was Lily Pulitzer on crack, which I could kind of see. And I don't know if Siggy was implying that Michael might be hindering Siggy's career. I wasn't quite sure about that. But what she did say was, I didn't marry a wussy, I married a man. What's wrong with you? She wrote this book, this sort of self-help book. I thought it was a women empowerment kind of a thing. Apparently not. Maybe it was like a 1950s guide to how to serve your man. I don't know. But I do believe I had a lot more respect for her last season, and I don't like what's happening. Then Melissa, who is the birthday girl, is even drunker than Siggy. Teresa was kind of giving a birthday toast, and they're telling stories about the past. And Melissa tells the story of how at her bachelorette party that Teresa went and told Joe that she was dancing with some guy the whole night, like she was tattling on her. Apparently, Melissa has really never gotten over it, because it comes back again when the birthday cake comes out, which Siggy had put thought and money into having this cake designed. It's got some of the wallpaper in Melissa's store. There's like a high heel shoe, and it's sort of fashion related. Then I can't really even remember remember how it got brought up again about the bachelorette party way back when. But Melissa starts saying again, Joey, Melissa's dancing with a guy all night long. So Teresa goes, I didn't say all night long. Oh, Teresa, I think, takes a piece of cake and throws it at Melissa. Melissa picks up an even bigger chunk, throws it at Teresa, and then she hightails it out of there. She starts running, and then Teresa picks up the tray and the rest of the cake and pitches it at Melissa across this like restaurant. Now, it's like an outdoor restaurant, but just, yeah. So then Siggy's like, what is wrong with you? And she picks it up and she said, oh, now we're going to have to explain that we're from Jersey. I don't even think that will explain your behavior. All of you. Crazy. You know who wasn't crazy? Danielle Staub. Yeah. So that's pretty much the end of this episode. Oh, Siggy was going crazy about this cake and how disrespectful that was. And Margaret tells her, just like take it down a notch. Well, Siggy basically told her to go F herself. No, not basically. Siggy tells her, F you. And that's pretty much how this episode ends. So, yes, in a world where Danielle Staub is the sane one, the rational one, the quiet one, it does make me wonder if I can continue on with this season. If you guys want me to, for sure I will, but I may do it anyway. Okay, that's it for me. As usual, thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe to Jill Informed if you haven't already. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and by all means leave a comment. I love to hear from you guys. If I continue on with New Jersey, I will be recapping it every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Central Time, so join me here. Thanks again. Till next week. Bye-bye.